We start with 1 hour chart. We want to see how we can look for trade. First of all, if we put the desktop and relative to the previous one, if we refer to the indicators, we see we have a divergence. Okay, we want to see whether we can look for continuation or not. Okay, because if we want to look for flat, we cannot put this one in relative to this. Can we expect to get one more drop? That's why we need to be quite careful since we have a divergence. Anyway, we move to higher time frame. We want to see what we have. The only thing is we want to see whether this is the start of the up move or this one can turn to a bigger flat in relative to this for one more drop. Mostly we're looking for the reversal. Now we want to see how we can look for trade. If we move to forward chart, the way this moving is quite sharp. Okay, that's why we want to see whether the price can break the previous top. Okay, that's why if we get whoever get the trade from here is good, and they should just if they want to keep the trade, move their stop loss to break even. But right now, if we want to look for any trade within this range, as long as the price haven't broke the top, we need to be quite careful. First of all, based on lower time frame, we have 1 hour chart. As I mentioned, we have a divergence. The second, if the price cannot break the top, we can expect to get one more drop, bigger flat before we get the next move. Okay, that's why if from now if he wants to see look I mean, if he wants to look for buy, as long as the price haven't broke the previous top, we need to be quite careful. And if there is a continuation with the breakout of the previous top, we can expect the price. I mean, the levels we can look for 0.1515 following by 0.165. Okay, but based on forward chart, we don't have any uh, trade setup, and mostly if there is a breakout of the previous top MACD, mostly maybe we can we see the divergence, but in about another indicators we cannot confirm. Even for both of them we cannot confirm, but as I say, mostly. Anyway, we move to 1 hour chart, and even based on 1 hour chart we don't have any trade setup. The only things I can highlight, we have a divergence. Whoever get the trade from here, they should start to manage, and even here, okay, at least move their stop loss to break even. And if he wants to look for next trade, let wait for this one to give us a bigger correction. And if we get any trade, we need to see the continuation as a sharp move and with the breakout of the previous top, which is 0.138. All right, because if the price cannot continue, mostly we can see one more drop similar to what we get here. Anyway, we don't have any trade setup. We mentioned how if there is a continuation, how high it can go. And in this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update or trade, I will share. Thank